Come on, guys. Ding, ding. Ding, ding. Hi, Bill. Hi, Bill.
Hi, David.
How you doing?
Good. I'm eating lunch.
What?
I'm eating lunch.
Ah, well, that's one way to do this.
Nine. How you doing?
I'm doing fine.
How about the storm? You guys get messed up with anything?
Well, we lost power for an hour. But
Wow, that's a record, isn't it?
yes, it is.
You're lucky.
I had the generator all ready and
Yeah.
we hooked it up and ran for an hour and then turned it off.
Yeah, we were ready for about a 3-day outage, but never went out.
Well, they were threatening 3 weeks.
Oh, those bozos.
Yeah.
That was terrible.
There's Carol.
Hi, Carol.
Hi, Carol.
Hi, David. Have you heard from Joyce at all?
I haven't heard from her. I left her a message.
Okay, she's Mrs. Mayor today. I guess they're doing major cleanup along the shoreline, so she's with Keith, I guess, and their team, and said she wouldn't be able to join today. So I told her if she didn't get back in time, I would let you know. So,
Well, I sort of thought something must be going on because usually she's very good at being in touch.
yeah, I guess it's very busy because shoreline got hit quite a bit harder than we did inland. So she,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. So she'll be busy today, I'm sure. But they want to get the beaches open again for the heat wave this week. So in order, they've got to clean all the debris off the beach. So that's where she is.
And did you get your sticks picked up?
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. And we actually had a branch, I think I told you, that came down on our power line yesterday, causing blips in our power, but we never lost it. So the tree service removed it yesterday, and the electric company came today and was wonderful. They checked our lines, they checked the road lines. So yeah, just to make sure. So I told them I appreciated their checking in on us. They were right on it this year, this time. Wow. Compared to I guess who.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
We lost power for an hour.
Okay.
A tree down somewhere. I don't even know where it was, but they took care of it very quickly.
Good. So your road is not blocked or anything. You can have it out. Good.
No.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, Jane went off to the grocery store this afternoon.
Yeah. I'm sure the shelves will be depleted of milk and bread for a couple of days, but hopefully she'll get what she needs. Around here, it was Canterbury and Lisbon that got hit very hard.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah, very, and they're still working on restoring power. So we were very lucky this time. I can't complain at all. I'll take a down, limbs and whatever. Compared to what some people are dealing with. And thank goodness, no loss of power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dave is in Ohio visiting his daughter.
Okay.
And very likely said he would not make it today. I talked to him this morning, and I expect Bill Bynum. I talked to him. He said he'd be with us, but sometimes their internet is a little tenuous. And Andrew's always working, so.
So it's, yeah. So is anybody coming in person today, David, or no?
No.
Okay.
No, I had a chair out for Joyce in case she showed up, but I wasn't really expecting her.
Okay. Good.
So, come on, Bill. Billy O's here.
Yes.
Hi,
Yes.
Bill.
Hi, how you doing, Carol?
Pretty good, Bill. How about you? Did you make out okay in the storm?
Yeah, we did pretty well. We were really prepared and had big jugs of water everywhere and nothing.
Good.
A lot of sticks.
Yeah, same here. Yeah, same. Good.
Well, I guess we should probably go ahead and start. And hopefully Bill will join us shortly.
I'm not going to be moving around much, David. My hip is pretty bad.
I know, that's okay. I'll move around. Carol will move around.
Okay.
Okay.
Bill
Don't do it.
will join us at some point. Just a reminder to everyone, next week is a new session. So send me a check or Venmo or whatever works for you. And here we go. So either of you have a question?
No, not a question, David, just I think just getting the flow when we're actually doing the flow is beginning to start feeling more like a flow and less like four individual chopped up movements. So, but it's something that takes time and that takes practice. So it's coming along.
Good. Good. Okay. So let's start today, and our standing practice. Let's do the second series. So the one related more to the form and to the double arm practice. So. Good. Okay. So stepping out with the left and coming into your alignment position, really taking that moment, really more than a moment often, to allow yourself to really settle into wherever you are and feel your earth beneath your feet. Feel your weight centered over the middle of each foot. And see if you can just let the legs and feet relax and soften so that you have a sense of sinking down into the earth, merging with the earth, Master John. And then moving up to the top, feeling a sense of the head lifting off the top of the spine and opening to connect upward to the universe, to the heavens. And letting your mind sink through the body. Letting that sinking of the mind release the chi to sink. Letting everything open and release. And at the moment, just release downward. So that you feel a sense of sinking into the earth, of rooting solidly. Then begin to attempt to extend your mind through your body so that you not only feel the chi sinking, but also you guide it to sink and rise and move through your body. Keeping your mind extended, begin to flow into the 8 gates. So bending and extending and keeping those motions going so that you find the circularity of every movement. The bending and straightening of each movement. And moving down to Kun, earth. Lengthening in, lengthening out. And into calm, water. Feeling the little circles of each movement. And in the Li, fire. The elbows circling in and circling out. The scapula moving with them. Ultimately connecting the energy to the spine. Then into Gun, mountain. Then into Sun, wind, wood. Try to keep your movement continuous. Don't allow any breaks to develop. So the energy begins to circulate constantly and fully through your body. Then into dewy, lake, cloud, valley. Through your legs and qua bending and straightening, coordinating with the arm. Then into Zhen, thunder. and closing. Keeping that circularity of movement and constantly flowing. And stepping back in. And just taking a moment to feel in your body what has changed from when you began. So any questions about that? Okay. So let's go to the single arm practice. And what I want to do is focus a little bit on the left side, but begin with the right. So let's flow, starting with the right foot forward. And so as we do this, remember that in the single arm, each arm is doing the opposite in terms of bending and stretching and lengthening. So one side is yin and one side is yang. We begin with stepping out and then stepping forward with the right and right into the first flow through. 3, 4, 5A, 5B, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5A, 5B, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3. Find your ball. Keep the roundness of that ball that you're working with out in front of you. Five A, 5B, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5A, 5B, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2. Keep turning right. 3, 4, 5A, 5B, 6, 7, 8. So, I guess maybe, Carol, you're the only one that's moving here. So if you would like to do that, and let me just observe you for a moment.
Okay. Can you see me fully, David?
Yes, I can.
Good.
That's coming, Carol. Remember that you always want to keep the center of your palms facing the center of your ball. So that kind of helps with the rotation of the arms. So you're always trying to think, how do I keep my arms rotating so that even that arm that's out at the side, while it's out here, it's not relating to the ball in the same way as when it's actually tracing, but it's still making that energetic connection to the ball. And still need to slow down on the left arm coming through the S curve. You still need to slow down the body a little. You're doing pretty well about keeping the body turning to the right, but your body movement tends to be a little before the arm does. You have a question about that?
No, but I can see exactly what you're saying because I feel almost locked right here before my hand. So
Part of it is I'm feeling that your shoulders are really tight there. And part of it is, I think, a tendency to turn, you probably can use, I don't know if you can see my hand. You have a tendency to turn the first part like way up here. And if you think of it all is coming down, so you can release the elbow and the shoulder down. And that allows the whole movement to sink a little more, which I think may free up.
okay. Yes, that does feel. I think my circle might be too big. I think I'm circle too big.
Well,
thank you.
You know, there's nothing wrong with having a large circle. The thing about it is that making sure you're absolutely facing straight ahead at this point, and then understanding that you're at the very highest point here. So as soon as you start to turn, the arm crosses the center and sinks. And you want to make sure that you don't drop the hand, but keep the elbow and the shoulder up, because that locks you in there. So let everything drop. And then as you continue to rotate, you can get through that S curve and then into 3. So if you think about, you know, that at the top, you're here, you're clear up at the top, and 1 takes you all the way down to here. So you already have a drop, and 2 takes you to here, and 3 completes getting to the bottom. So maybe that'll help a little.
It does, David. I feel a big difference when just using that term, let everything drop. Oh, and it just frees everything up.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
Good.
Thank you.
Bill, do you have any question in there?
No.
Okay. So what I want you to do is go to the other side. So that means start with the left foot forward. And everything's exactly the same, but it's mirror image. So I'm going to face you, and I will actually be doing my right arm so that I'll be mirroring what you're doing, if that's of any help. So we step out and rotate, stepping forward with the left leg, and begin. 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5A, 5B, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5A, 5B, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5A, 5B, 6, 7, 8. Turn all the way forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5A, 5B, 6, 7, 8. So, have you been practicing the left side, Carol?
Yes.
Oh, good. Okay.
I
So,
didn't know we were supposed to do that.
why not?
I'm just trying to make an excuse.
I see. Well, I think it's probably time to try it.
Okay. Tomorrow.
um, so let me see how your left side is. So, Bill, you rotated your right arm there, and you should not have. Down at the bottom when you were first going into it.
Okay.
So that's one of the confusing things, is remembering that that twist of the arm
Yep.
is in the second half of the movement, not in the first.
Okay.
It's a bit of a mind bender. So remember, when you start with the left, oh, good. Bring that other arm in. Now they both have to move. Good. Now just turn one direction as you do 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Good. Now turn back 3. Turn the leg. Good. 4, 5, 6. Good. 7, 8. Yeah. Something to work on.
Thank you, David.
It was a pleasure. Carol, you want to back up and try it?
Okay.
So, Carol, that I feel like you're fighting a tendency to want to turn that right arm
Turn my right arm in which,
at the bottom, right at the beginning, because it's not the right arm that does. So the first time that right arm comes in,
Oh, yes,
it doesn't twist. It
Right.
just comes up so that it's ready to keep on going on 1, 2, 3, 4. And then it's the left arm that twists so that you come back into,
wait.
Yeah.
Got it. Thank you.
nothing to think about.
No. Oh, goodness.
Yeah, that's better, Carol.
I don't think about it too much.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
That is an issue.
okay. Thank you, David.
Sure.
Oh.
So let's see. No, go back to where am I? So let's look a little bit at the double arm, then we'll go to the form. One of these days, I'll figure out how to use Zoom. I know. I think I say that every week. Oh, where did I? Oh, come on. What is my? Well, I can't seem to get back to full screen here. There I am. So let's do it first with the right foot going forward. So stepping out and then stepping forward with the right, twisting the arms as you step, and then beginning 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5A, 5B, 6, 7, 8. 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5A, 5B, 6, 7, 8. Transition. 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5A, 5B, 6, 7, 8, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So again, I might just mention, Carol, because this came up for you in the single arm, but really keeping the elbows down and the shoulders relaxed so that they can release, really frees up this movement. There are several places where that really comes in. It's obviously not a problem at first, but in particular, it can be here as you're turning forward and sinking a little. You really have to let the shoulders and the elbows drop. So then you can rotate and shift to here. And then again, it comes up here in this movement as you're going back through 1 and 2. And then here, not so much of an issue because of the movement in the Rie. But either of you have a question in there?
Nope.
Nope.
Just wish I had practiced.
Okay. Do you want to try it once, Carol?
Just on the right side?
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's pretty good.
So watching my shoulders, my nemesis.
Do you want to try it, Bill, or is,
I'm just gonna follow along.
okay, that's fine. Come on.
I find
So-
if I stay just a second or two behind Carol, I can do it.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Just don't watch my shoulders, Bill.
That's why I have suspenders. It pulls them down. So
There
I
you go.
don't tend to tense up.
Oh.
I didn't think I was gonna do this or I would have been dressed appropriately.
I see. Okay, so do the same thing I did before. I'll face you and I'll do the right foot forward, but you're gonna do the left. So stepping out and rotating the right leg, stepping forward with the left, and begin. 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5A, 5B, 6, 7, turn forward, 8, shift and rotate forward. 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5A, 5B, 6, 7, 8, transition. 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5A, 5B, 6, 7, 8, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5A, 5B, 6, 7, 8, transition, etc. Okay. So do you want to try that, Carol?
Okay.
Hold it, just stop a second. So transition is like 1 and 2. So you would turn actually to your right and then left.
Okay, so I'm at 7, 8,
Mhm.
and then transition.
Yeah, but you continue making a circle with the arms, not so when you've gone up to 7, 8, so you're going to turn left and the arms circle halfway down the outside, and then you're going to turn right and the arms rotate and complete the outside of the circle. They don't go halfway and then come in and go through an S.
Okay,
So that's the tricky part here, is that you're turning left and then right, but all you're doing is drawing the outside of the circle then.
Okay, so if I'm at 7, 8.
Yep.
I'm turning.
Yep,
Like that?
that's coming, yeah.
7, 8.
So start the rotation of the arms when you're halfway down, not close to the bottom.
Okay, so I'm turning. Oh, I see the rotation where I flip the arms. Okay, so
Yeah.
so when I'm halfway here.
Yep. But don't bring the arms in. Keep drawing the outside of the circle.
Okay. All right. So I'm at 7, 8.
Yep.
7, 8.
Better.
Okay. I think I'm getting what you're getting at. Outside of the circle.
So Carol, what's happening to you is you're getting to here.
Okay.
And now you've got this part right, but what you're tending to do is do this. And what we want to do is here and here. So it keeps drawing the circle. It doesn't go boom, boom.
Okay.
It goes doom, doom.
Okay. That's going to take some practice, David, just to, all right. So
Yeah. Well, it is.
I know what you're asking, but my body is just not doing it. So
Okay. All right. Do you have any questions in there, Bill?
No, I think I'm catching on.
Good. Okay.
No, that was good.
Come on. So let's jump to the form. And we had actually gone through shoulder stroke, cow, the first 5 postures. So let's flow through that much and see where we are. So I'm going to do it 2 ways. I'll do it across sideways, this way first. So begin, stepping out with the left, and then stepping forward with the right, and then into ward off right, and then roll back, push downward. Press forward. Step in, step forward, rotate and shift to shoulder. So I'm going to do that again, and I'll do the mirror image so you can see me from the other angle and other angle. So begin. Stepping out. And into ward off right. And roll back. Push downward. Press forward Step in, step, and shoulder. So do either of you have a question there?
I'm sure after you watch us do it.
Well, I suppose that's true. So let's,
There you go. Come on, get down.
oh, why can't I? Oh. Okay. Okay, yeah, we could do a little work there. Bill, do you want to try that?
Sure.
Okay. So let's just go through that a little bit and look at a few things. You're both on the road, it's coming. So I'm going to do this facing you at the moment because I think maybe you can see more that way, and I will do it in mirror image. So I will step forward with my left. I have to think about this. So we've arrived at the same position we would have for the double arm practice. One of the things here is that in terms of the body movement, as you begin this, you're going to go down as you shift forward a little, and then rotate and come up. So if you remember, all postures have yin and yang parts. And one of the nice things about this form, this 8-gate form, is that each of these postures has a yin and yang part, but they are very short. So the transitions, which can be longer and more complicated in the longer forms, are very quick here, so that you can begin to really understand those relationships. So the first part of this, as you are shifting and sinking a little, is the yin. And the yang is the rising and turn and into the posture itself. So it's really just those two movements, but you have to find the curve. So when you first step out, that left foot is empty, right foot is empty. So you shift into it, and the arms can fold and they can bend in so that you are drawing the energy in. And then as you rotate and rise, they're expanding out into ward off. So a lot is happening in a very short period of time and range of movement. But one of the things that can be a little bit helpful here is that when you step out, that's an empty step. So if you start from that leg, that forward leg is empty, your right leg is empty, then you have some place to shift to and then rise and rotate from, okay? Either of you have a question about that?
No.
Okay. When we go into rollback, so we get up to ward off. In rollback, we turn and shift back and notice that the arms are continuing in the same direction that you start. So from ward off, this rotates and shifts back. And this is a fairly large ball, and it's pretty much still in the center of your body. So one of the things that we tend to do often here is we can't turn very much to the right. So our tendency is to crank our arms around. Don't do it. All you're doing at this point is forming that ball in front of you, and then as you go back, it gets smaller. It condenses as you go back, but you're maintaining the ball, and it's still right in front of your torso. It's not going anywhere. The body's going somewhere, but the arms are just condensing. So from ward off, when you turn, I reversed my arms, didn't I? Sorry. You have this large ball, and then you condense as you go back, okay? So because I did that to you, let me. So you're going to rotate and shift back, form that ball, and then rotate back and condense it. Any question about that?
No.
The tricky one here, in a way, is push downward, because as you have two things going on here, of course. You have the turn of the body and then the shift forward. So that kind of defines one sequence of yin and yang, but those two separate into another, each of them into another yin and yang as well. As if you remember, it wasn't Master Joe, although he taught this, that it was a Yang family saying that each yin and yang could be subdivided into another 10 or more yin and yangs. So here, we're only going to divide these yin and yangs into one each. But what we have is, when we've arrived here, we have a yin movement in that the arms are bending and coming in. As you start to go forward and down, they go out. There's the yang of that pair. And then as you continue going forward and up, we have the yin of the turn in and the yang of the rise and expand out. So it's really, this is kind of a tricky one, because there are those very quick movements within a very short distance. So it's really kind of helpful when you do this, to practice it very slowly, because it's what you're trying to find is, where do I have those circles in the elbows and the arms, because that's where that comes from. So from here, the elbows bend in, go out, turn over, coming in and go out again. And that all happens in the sweep forward in an undercurve into your bow stance. Or it's not an accurate bow stance because your feet are really at a 45-degree angle. But so this is a real tricky movement. So from here, as you turn, you have the arms coming in. As you start to go, they go out, and then they turn, coming in and then out. So a lot going on there in a short distance. Question there?
No?
And then going into press forward, you're going to shift forward. And as you rotate in the direction of that forward foot, you go into embrace the moon, the form of it that we use in the form, which is on a slight angle. And then as you rotate and make your empty step to the left, that's when the right arm turns in and faces you, and the left arm turns and places the edge of the hand to the back of the forearm. So you get to here, you're in embrace the moon, and then as you turn and step, that positions the arms so that now you can go forward and up. And again, so you've gone into press forward. So this actually, when you get to this position, you shift first and then you rotate into the completion of the posture. So this has a little bit more transition than some of the others we've had so far. We've gone into push downward. So we shift forward and rotate in that direction. And then we step. And then you shift forward and rotate in the direction of your right foot. And you may not turn all the way in the direction of that leg because we're not doing twist steps here, okay? So you're here. Was that a question? No. And then going into a shoulder, you're going to shift forward and step up. And then you shift back and turn and step forward. And then you're going to keep rotating and shifting forward. And as you do that, your arms are rotating and expanding out. And notice that the upper hand is in front of the center of the chest. The lower hand is in front of the groin. So they're right along the center line of the body, actually, but they are rotating outward. So they're both facing in the direction, roughly in the direction of your forward leg. So here. lot going on here.
Mhm.
So don't you just try those again?
Call from 800 service.
So Carol, you're spreading your arms way too far away. Remember I said the upper hand is right in front of the center of the chest. The lower hand is in front of the groin. So they are going to expand away from your body, but not separate. They're going to come out from your body.
Okay, so what you showed us with that final, that's the final position of the hand,
Yeah,
the center body? I lost that then in the, so
so,
could you show one more time, David?
yeah. So
At
I'm
least,
gonna say if you let me get to press. So we get to here, we step forward, and by this point, notice that my hands, they're in roughly in position, but they haven't rotated all the way. And they've actually folded in a little closer to my body. So that as I go forward, they both rotate to face in this direction, and they expand out from my body a little bit.
Okay,
It's a tricky kind of movement.
so the strike is in the shoulder, not in the hands.
No, it is in the hands.
Oh,
So don't get focused on the word shoulder. The energy is cow, which means bump. It could be bump with the hands, with the shoulder, with the hip, with the head, with the chest. There are a lot of ways that you can do it.
So if I come from here, from press,
Mhm.
just going out, you're not going this way, you're going forward.
Right.
Oh, okay.
That was better that time. Good.
You know what? It's totally different from what I've been practicing, David. I missed that totally in the last,
Yeah.
it's out.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you. I get that.
I mean, it can, so let me also say to you, it may be that your hands are not pushing anything, they're simply protecting your body.
Mhm.
And that actually the bump is with shoulder or hip.
Mhm.
The thing that we have to remember with thinking about application in Tai Chi is that it's not just one. Every posture has many, many, many possibilities. One of my favorite videos that I loaned to somebody and was never returned to me, and I haven't been able to get another copy, was Stuart Olson, T.T. Liang's disciple, did a video of 50 applications of single whip. And it was really kind of mind-opening, because all of a sudden you say, oh my God, I never even thought of all those possibilities. Also, when sometime when I've got everybody in one place, I will show you perhaps like Bruce's demonstration of what he suggests for, say, this posture, because again, there are numerous possibilities. So I just throw that out for information purposes. Bill,
Yes.
you want to try it?
Try what? What are we doing, David?
The form from beginning to shoulder.
Sure.
Okay, so don't rush, take your time. When you go into when you go into ward off, remember that, I'm going to turn it this way, that first movement is not to start rotating into ward off right, but to shift forward and down. So you're going from empty step to 60% on this leg, but you're taking it down so that you have some place to rotate up from. So when you step out, make sure that that step is empty, and then shift and the arms fold, and then rotate up to ward off right. So that's probably enough for today.
I think so.
I was just getting started, David.
Uh,
I was just getting started and you're stopping.
I know, Bill. I'm sorry.
Woe is me.
Bill, it's recorded. You can play the whole recording back again.
That's
Oh,
right.
that's true. Thank you.
So good. Well, you guys are lucky in a way. You got my full attention here.
Oh my, yes, yes. No, a lot of good corrections, David. Thank you. Thank
You're
you.
welcome. Thank you.
I even learned something.
Oh,
Have a good couple of weeks.
Thank you.
Although I'll see you Wednesday, Bill.
Yes.
so David, class is scheduled, I thought, for next Monday, or are you bumping it up a Monday? No, it's not next Monday?
No, we're back on our regular schedule, so it's 2 weeks from today.
Okay, so it's going to go 2 weeks from that, and it's a new session.
Yep,
Okay, very good. Thank you so much, David.
you're welcome. Thank you.
Okay. All right, take care.
Take
Bye-bye.
care.
David, I'm going to be in Maine.
Well, do you have internet up there?
Wait a minute, no, one. No. one.
No, you don't have internet?
Oh, yeah, I have an iPad and I have internet.